Of course, the FA Cup takes centre stage this weekend, but of course, just around the corner is the next round of matches of League Two. Who's going to come out on top and who's going to go home with nothing? We'll take a little look next. So, folks, back once again in a prediction video today. We're looking forward to match day number 20 over in League 2, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscriber to get you back into all things League 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related. Woo! Football, we're all here, boys, under one roof. Of course, it is still the vegans dominated things over in League 2, but of course, Northampton and Exeter are having a bit of a good season themselves, and they are currently lying in the automatic spots. But who's going to be there after this coming match day? We'll take a look at that and more in a second. Of course, big shout out to VRPs. They're the Patreons. Thank you for loving buying these things. And of course, if you want to help us out, check out the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. Let's get into it. Of course, recap the games that did take place last Barrow, and then show, of course, we are back in the hood. Of course, let's take a look at it then. These are the results that, of course, were gobbled up last week. Of course, Carlisle picked up a 1-0 over Walsall. Big win for them, important win for them, of course, as they climbed the table. Colchester picked up a 1-1 draw against Newport County. They're on a good bit of form right now. Colchester up to 18th. Meanwhile, Crawley picked up a loss against Mansfield, who are flying. 2-1 for them, the vegans. 2-0 over Bristol Rovers. Barton's boys, get your fists up, boys. Of course, Leyton are lost to Northampton, who are cruising into second spot right now. Port Vale 2-0 win over Hartlepool. They're still in the hunt into fifth. Rochdale picked up a 1-1 draw against Exeter, of course, lying in third. Salford 2-0 win over Oldham. They've started to move the chains up to 11th right now. Scunthorpe United picked up a 1-1 draw against Bradford, who just don't know what they're doing. Of course, Sutton United 1-0 win over Barrow. In sixth spot still, but Sutton, you can't get away from them. And Swindon a 1-1 draw for them into fourth for those. And Tranmere against Stevenage was postponed. We'll have to come back and do that another day. This is the table, as you can see. Forest Green Rovers 40 points at the moment. Of course, Northampton are 6 adrift. Played the game more as well. So Forest Green Rovers are cruising right now. Exeter, of course, in the hunt as well with the automatics, with Swindon, Port Vale, Sutton and Harrogate in the playoffs. Starting to put the table is Scunthorpe and Oldham going down. Carlisle with a bit of a lifeline last time around. Of course, needing another win to get themselves way clear for the time being. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here you go. Well done to Kelsey Shambangu. Where have you been, brother? Kelsey Shambangu, with the course name in town, is back with Carl McGuckin as well. So where's he been? Where have you been, Kelsey? Get your name in here. Of course, more often I like saying that. Kelsey Shambangu is top of you, boys, because he's rhyming, slanging. Here we go then. Of course, leaderboard. Luke to NTFC in 95 points of the wood. Well done to you, sir. Well done indeed. Now, this is the part of the show where I say, hey, and the winner of the prediction of the month is this. Well, now, I've been a bit stretched this week, so we're not going to do it until next week. We're going to have a bit more chilled out, because this is a double match week this week. Not necessarily for League 2, but of course for the Premier League, the Dutch leagues, the bloody Italian leagues. It's just madness. But anyway, we're gonna look at that, all of it, later on. But anyway, let's get into the deep end then, shall we? Of course, have a look at this one. It's Cutley Forshas League 2. So here we go then. And I'm just realising, have I got another one? I've got another bloody prediction show to do. So if you want to get involved, it's free to enter. It is League 2. So get in amongst it right here, right now. Alrighty then, let's take a look at the next round of matches. Kicking it all off with, what have we got here? Barrow up against Salford. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Tuesday. Yeah, okay. So the stretch of a couple of days here. So Barrow against Salford is on Wednesday. Of course, a bit of a Northwest crunch clash. This one plays for the 4 times 2018. 3 wins for Salford, 1 for Barrow, and 0 draws. Of course, Barrow come to this without a win in 4 now, 42% form. Of course, they've started to hit that peak now. Up against the Salford side, who are unbeaten, of course, in the last 6 games, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws. Of course, that's around in Barrow's a 1 win for Salford. That was in League 2 back in December 2020. Of course, Sutton did beat Barrow last round. Of course, Salford picked up a 2 win over Oldham last round. Look at the odds on this one. Barrow 13-8 for the Richie, 13-8 is your Salford, and 23-10 is your draw. Could go either way here. I've gone with the 2-1 for Salford, who are in form, and of course looking to climb the table as well. Bradford up against Colchester on Wednesday as well. Played each other 14 times, 2004. 4 wins to Colchester, 2 wins to Bradford, and 8 draws. Of course, Bradford comes to this without a win in 4 now. Sorry, without a win in 5, 42% form for them. Up against the Colchester side, unbeaten the last 3 games, picking up 58% form as well. Last round in Bradford, in Vale was a 0-0 draw back in September 2020. Of course, Bradford did lose to Exeter last round. Of course, Swindon picked up a 2-1 loss over Colchester beat Swindon 2-1 last round. Of course, hot off a press that was. Look at the odds on this one then. Colchester, of course, 4-1 for the Richie, 64 on as your Bradford, and 40-5 is draw. Going to go with the 2-1 for Bradford. Hopefully get back to winning ways for them, and hopefully start climbing the table. Next, of course, Bristol Rovers. Fisticuffs Barton up against Port Vale. Of course, played each other 11 times, 5 4 wins apiece, and 3 draws. Of course, Bristol Rovers just 1 defeat past 5, 50% form. Up against the Port Vale side, just 1 win in 5 for them, 42% form at the moment. Of course, Bristol Rovers beat Port Vale last round, at Bristol. Was in the quarter-final back in 2019 of the EFL Trophy. However, last time played in the league in Bristol was a 2-1 win for Bristol. Was back in League One in September 2016. Of course, the Vegans beat Bristol Rovers last time round. Of course, Port Vale lost to Rotherham last time round. Of course, coming at you though, it's 13-8 is your Bristol Rovers. They are your, I guess, favourites. So are Port Vale 13-8, 23-10 is yours. So this one could go either way according to the bookies. And again, it could go either way with me. 1-1 draw in the end. Next up, of course, Exeter City against Northampton Town. Bit of a crunch clash. This one, promotion chasers. Both locking horns. Played the 14 times to 2012. 3 was Exeter, 9 was Northampton, and 2 draws. Of course, Exeter just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form. Up against the Northampton side, who are unbeaten the last 3 games, 50% form as well. Of course, last round in the league was a 3-2 win for Exeter. That was back in December 2019. The away side hasn't won this game in the league. That's important to say, since 2-0 win for Northampton over Exeter in 2015. Of course, Exeter coming into this 2-1 win over Bradford. Northampton picked up 1 over Northampton, Leyton, Orient. Of course, the odds here 11-10 on is your Exeter. They are the favourites. 3-1 is your draw. That's right, 3-1 is your away win. 12-5 is your draw. I'm going to go with Exeter as well with the 2-0 win to take to the house. Stevenage up against Scunthorpe. Let's get into this one on Tuesday. Now these two sides, of course, play each other 7 times. 2011, 3 was Stevenage, 2 was Scunthorpe, and 2 draws. Of course, Stevenage coming to this just 1 defeat in the past 4 games for them, 48% form. Up against a Scunthorpe side, just 1 defeat in the past 4, 25% form as well, but no wins in the last 11 away games at least for Scunthorpe. Last 7 games period, both home and away. Of course, last round in Stevenage was a 3-1 win for Stevenage back in January 2021. Of course, Stevenage picked up a 4-3 loss against Sutton United in the Football League Trophy last time. Scunthorpe picked up a draw against Bradford. Look at the odds: 5-4 on Stevenage, 2-5-2 is draw. Scunthorpe 7-2. They're in trouble. They can't get out a win out here as well. 1-0 win for Stevenage to take to the house. Into the, of course, Walsall up against Crawley now. Let's get into this one now. Over at the Mascot, something like that. I don't know. I played 11 times to 12. 4 wins for Walsall, 3 wins for Crawley, and 4 draws. Of course, Walsall comes to this just 1 win in 6 for them, 25% form. Up against the Crawley side, also 1 win in 6. Of course, last round in Walsall was a 1-0 win for Walsall. That was back in November 2020. Of course, Walsall coming to the back of that 2 loss at Cambridge. Of course, Crawley lost to Mansfield Town last round. Look at the odds on this one. What do we have here? We got Walsall coming out at 11-10 on for the victory. 25 is your away win. That's Crawley Town. 25 is also your draw. Walsall your favourites, coming over them as well. 2-0 win to take it. Harrogate Town up against Forest Green, then Vegans, of course. Now these two sides play each other 2 times since 2020. 2 wins and 2 for Forest Green. Nothing for Harrogate, and no draws as well. Just 1 defeat past 4 for Harrogate. 58% form for them. Up against the Forest Green side, who just lost once past 5, 67% form for them as well. Last time in Harrogate was a 1-0 win for Forest Green. That was back in December 2020. Of course, Harrogate picked up a draw against Swindon last round. Forest Green lost to Chelsea's under-21s last round in the Football League Trophy, hot off the press. Of course, 7-4 on is your 7-4 is your Harrogate Town, 64 is your Forest Green, 23-10 is yours. So the Vegans are your favourites. Of course, they are 2-1 win for me as well. Hartlepool, they're going to take it on. Who are you? It's Rochdale. That's right. That's going to take place on Wednesday as well. Lost it there. Of course, now these two sides, of course, played each other 13 times to 2 forms. So Hartlepool 6 wins for Rochdale, 3 draws. Of course, Hartlepool just 1 win and 6 for them, 25% form. Up against the Rochdale side, who are unbeaten in the last 6 games, picking up 1 win though and 5 draws. Of course, last time in Hartlepool was a 2-1 win for Rochdale back in November 2016. It was the EFL Trophy Group F. However, last time in the league was a 3-0 win for Rochdale in Hartlepool back in January 2014. Hartlepool did lose to Port Vale last time, of course. Rochdale picked up a draw against Exeter. Look at the odds on this one. We've got Hartlepool coming at you with 11-8 for the victory. 50-8 is your Rochdale, 25 is your tight here. I'm going to go with 2-2 draw myself in the end. Leyton Orient going to take on Swindon Town. Of course, both sides again competing. Got dreams for playoffs. I've played 16 times 2007. 7 wins for Leyton Orient, 4 wins for Swindon, and 5 draws. Just 1 win in 5 though for Leyton Orient. 50% form up against the Swindon Town side. Just 1 defeat by 6 for them. 75% form as well. Of course, coming at you last round at Brisbane Rose, a 3-1 win. Swindon back in September 2019. Of course, later Orient comes in on the back of a 5-4 loss against MK Dons in the Football League Trophy. Swindon also lost to Colchester last time around. Look at the odds on this one. Leyton Orient 65 for the victory, 94 is your away win, 23-10 is your draw. I'm going to go with Leyton Orient here, I think. 2-1 win in the end to take to the house. Mansfield taking on Carlisle. Let's get into this one now. Of course, now these two sides played each other 19 times, 2-3. 8 wins for Mansfield, 6 for Carlisle, and we've got 5 draws. Of course, Mansfield coming to this just 1 defeat, 1 win, 1 defeat in the past 6 games, 83% form. They look good right now. Cluffy's boys up against Carlisle side, back-to-back wins for the first time in a long time. Of course, last time I mentioned in Mansfield was a 1-1 draw back in March 2021. Of course, Mansfield did beat Crawley last round, and Carlisle picked up a 4-3 win over Lincoln last round. Of course, that was in the Football League Trophy. Look at the odds on this one. We have Mansfield 5-4 for the victory. That's 5-4 on. 5-2 is your draw. 7-2 is your way win. That's Carlisle. Mansfield, your favourites. 1-0 win for me. Carlisle still in trouble. Newport County up against Sutton United. Of course, both sides again compete for all those playoff spots. Played each other 6 times. 2005. 4 was the Newport County. Nothing for Sutton, and 2 draws. Newport scores. Newport just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form up against a Sutton United side, just 1 defeat the past 6, 83% form for them at the moment. Last time round, of course, over in Newport County was a 2 win for Newport County. Of course, Newport County picked up a draw against Colchester last round. Sutton picked up a 4-3 win over Stevenage in the Football League Trophy last round. Look at the odds here. Newport County 5-4 for the victory. Of course, 2-1 is your away win, and 5-2 is your bloody draw. I'm going to go with, I don't know what, I think I've gone with the draw here. No, 2-0 win for Newport County, that's right, in the end. And then finally, we have Oldham up against Tranmere. Of course, bit of a Northwest crunch clash. This one, of course, played each other 36 times since 1994, 12 was for Oldham. We've got 15 wins for Tranmere. We've got 9 draws, of course. Oldham coming to this on the back of just 1 win in 6, 17% form up against the Tranmere side, just 1 defeat in the past 5, 58% form as well. Of course, last time around over in Oldham was a 4-3 win for Oldham. That's back in the EFL Cup back in August 2021. That was this season. Of course, last time I mentioned in the league, there was a 1-win for Tranmere back in December. Around about this time last season, 1st of December 2020. Of course, Oldham coming to this on the back of that loss against Salford. Of course, Tranmere picked up 2-1 win over Tranmere last time around. Odds. What do we have on the odds? Odds 15-8 is your host, 11-8 is your Tranmere, and 25 is draw. I'm going to go with a win for Tranmere because Oldham still are ghastly shite. So they're in trouble. 2-1 for Tranmere gets them back in the hunt as well. If you want to get involved with the prediction league, use the code here, the website, League 2 for a bit of fun. Punch it in the website and you'll be there and laughing. Until then, guys, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. But until then, guys, I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is.